Yeah. We're here with Charles Cole, and Charles Cole just flew in from Virginia. We're going to have him tell you where he came from, and he's our very first arrival for this year's Fly-In Cruise-In Pancake Breakfast. Charles, you're from Virginia. What part of Virginia?
I fly out of a little grass strip in central Virginia, about 20 miles north of Lynchburg.
Charles, this is a gorgeous airplane that you brought here. But I got to ask you, what possesses a guy to fly all the way to Virginia for a pancake breakfast?
Pancake breakfast. That does it every time.
You don't have any pancakes out in Virginia, huh?
Not as good as these.
Well, we appreciate you coming out, and I know really that you enjoy the antique and classic and custom cars and the other airplanes, and you also know it's for a good cause for the high school marching band.
And glad to help with it also.
Charles, how long you been flying?
22 years.
What kind of airplane did you start out in?
1939 J4.
And did you own that airplane?
No, I did not. I rented that one.
Well, that's a little 65 horsepower engine.
65 horsepower, 65 miles an hour.
And what other airplanes have you flown along the way?
48 model Cessna 120. I've flown some retractable gear, Warriors, Arrows, Saratogas, and other older model classics like this one, Stinsons, and the 170 and a 120.
But your favorite airplanes are these old classics?
Definitely.
This is a really nice classic airplane. This is a Cessna 170B. What year would this airplane be built?
This is a 1952 model.
A 1952, and you have a beautiful paint scheme. Is this original or is this a custom paint job?
It's custom.
How did you come up with this idea?
I saw one similar to this on the front of a magazine on another classic airplane, a Stinson.
Charles, how many horsepower in this airplane?
This airplane has the Continental 0300 145 horsepower, and it cruises around 110 to 115 miles an hour. 115,
and how much gas an hour would you be burning?
I will average about 7 3/4 to 8 gallons an hour.
Okay, so that makes a pretty good cross-country airplane then.
I can go 4 hours.
And 4 people.
And 4 people.
Well, Charles, we really appreciate you coming all that way to support us here in Marion for our Fly-In Cruise-In. It's great that you'd support the kids here and the marching band. If you were to drive all the way from Virginia today, how long would it have taken you?
It takes roughly 12 hours to drive from Nelson County to Marion, and stoplights, 2-lane roads, things like that.
So you can fly like the crow does, straight right here.
We stopped once for fuel, and we had right at 4 hours in the air coming here today.
Well, this is a beautiful Cessna. It must be a real privilege to get to fly this and maintain this airplane. And again, we want to thank you for taking the time to come see us here, and we hope to see you next year.
I plan on it.
Okay, thank you, Charles.